Last time on the Great Ace Attorney 2.
He's fired my husband. He's run away.
He runs away.
He runs
away. Not so frequently.
I make advances and he just is petrified. Poor man.
Well, I mean, if you need a new husband, Mom, I am available, my goodness.
I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object. Simply name your figure.
Your figure, madam.
So, your husband is a prison warder. At what prison is your husband engaged?
Berkeley Prison, Mr. Sholmes.
If I'm not mistaken, there is a large cemetery just behind it.
The one where the
Wasn't that
professor's
where...
buried.
Oh, and it all circles back round.
Yeah.
Oh, you have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention.
Oh, honestly, compensation is truly not required.
£500.
Iris, how much did you say the rent was? For no particular reason. I can't even remember the last time a civilian was down here. And you...
Good Lord.
And you didn't want to talk to an inmate, but to me?
Jesus! That man's chin is stronger than my entire body!
I'm the governor, Barry Kaiden. I didn't like to be so direct, but I've no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicious-looking Easterners.
We must speak with the governor, but he refused to talk to us.
Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story.
Oh, would you? If you have time now.
But actually, I'm very, very busy, as you can see. Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully, when he sees my name, he'll change his tune.
That's the boat that Professor Mikotoba and Judge Jigoku came on from Japan, isn't it?
No, I think they just swam in a rubber dinghy all the way there.
To be fair, if you look at Jigoku, he probably could swim also.
Jigoku was the raft, and Professor Mikotoba was sat on top of him. And
No, he's got like a little inner tube, and he's just attached a harness to Judge Jigoku. It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing.
It's Mr. Daily Vigil, your chief warder.
He doesn't work here anymore. He left the job 10 years ago now.
What?
Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of chief warder 10 years ago, you're telling us.
In actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter. It's the job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions, you see. Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk he was manning.
Was it by any chance the professor's?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Sarah.
Nice. And just before we do hop on in, if you do like what we do, why don't you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then ring the bell to receive notifications about when we post future content.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Oh, right.
There he is.
Oh, there's the unit himself.
Sorry, man, Mr. Kaiden.
Yes.
I'll never understand you Japanese.
And straight in with the racism. Because of Genshin Impact, I suppose.
Oh, for God's sake.
Somebody, I think it was Doodle Squish actually commented how
said,
quick you were.
They were saying, you
to
literally
get on
wasted
that.
no time straight in with the Genshin Impact.
That's how we do.
I think you'll find it's Genshin Asogi. I can
Because
hear you.
of Genshin Asogi, I suppose.
Aye. Oh, that's it then.
Well, that was that.
No.
Oh, cool.
Well,
It's a bit rude.
I can't tell you anything else.
Thank you so much for your time, Governor.
Oh, one moment, for your away hen.
Oh.
I'm sure I have it.
Oh yes, I too carry an axe on my thigh, just in case.
Well, that's it. Just in case you need to
Wow.
do some, rapid fire beheading, right?
Oh, Christ.
It's like, I'm sure I have it here somewhere.
Need to pass judgment immediately with one swift swoop.
That bird really is making me feel uncomfortable.
He's seen some stuff, that bird.
Sure I have it here somewhere.
Lady Chatterley's lover.
Found it. Here, take this as a wee souvenir of your visit to the prison.
Beg pardon?
What is it?
That's Vigil's dismissal notice. It's 10 years old now, of course.
Oh my! Are you sure?
No, I was just doing this to tick the piss, and now I'm going to tick it back.
Oh,
Gavel. Excuse me. I just wanted to give you a wee sense of like excitement, and now I'm gonna yank the carpet out from underneath you while you're not looking. Aye, it's no trouble at all. It's not the original, mind. Vigil dismissal notice has been entered into the court record. The harsh reprimand incurred by Mr. Vigil 10 years ago that resulted in him losing his job as Chief Warder of Barclay Prison. Whoa.
Thank you very much, Governor Kaiden.
The fast text. Well, in return, I'm going to turn my back on you. Do me a favor. And never come back here. That case is closed.
well,
Narrator's note.
Well, I guess we'd better investigate his office then, quick, aren't we? If he doesn't want us to come back.
I guess so.
Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being.
Yes, I agree. Right after we've turned over everything in his office.
Ah, yes.
We need to report back to Mr. Sholmes with what we found out about Mr. Vigil.
Hey! What are you doing? What are you two doing? You do realise I'm standing here, don't you? Can you get out of my drawers?
Well, it's somewhat of a speciality, Mr. Kaiden. We like to stand in offices in earshot of the occupants and talk smack about them.
No kidding. Alrighty.
What will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder?
The truth might be a good thing.
That wolf.
Nonsense.
Maybe he has gone. Alrighty. We got
Right, quick.
Let's click on things. Anything on the left? Nope. Alright, the grandfather clock.
I
it
mean,
is.
the obvious thing in the room.
Ah, look, we have an opportunity here now, while the governor is away.
Mr. Naruhodo, you could be imprisoned if you were caught.
That's a good point. Perhaps not then.
Aww.
Wait, what was he gonna do?
Spoil
Just open it?
sport.
Oh, no way.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sucks.
Have we missed our opportunity?
Boo.
Ah,
Literally unplayable.
fiddlesticks.
0 out of 10. That's it, guys. We're done.
Ah, what a shame.
That sucks.
Damn.
Right. Okay.
Sholmes is sweet.
Is it Sholmes is sweet?
Yeah, she said to go back to Baker Street.
Yeah, I'm just reading what she says here. Wonder if he's still at home.
Most likely because he was ashamed to go out with his bright red hair.
Well, that's it. He'd hate to sort of like demonstrate his red-headedness.
We're back!
Now that's going to be Iris.
Hello, you two.
That won't be Sholmes, I don't think. Yeah.
Yes.
Because Sholmes is a bit of a misery, isn't he?
Yeah, true.
I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all.
Aww.
Ah, so that's what the delicious smell is.
Is there a green head,
And now,
blue-headed
and
lead
now
as well?
Sholmes has turned into a deviant art OC. The only thing he's missing is the head aerochromia.
Yeah.
That and I guess maybe like the scar, the dark backstory, and he's also not a furry. So
Whoa!
Well,
I suppose he could be a furry, but he isn't furry. So anyhow, greetings, my dear fellows.
Are we going to go through every primary colour here?
Maybe.
Is it going to be yellow
Well, I was
next?
going to say there's only one left. So
Yeah.
Mr. Sholmes, are you quite all right? You're looking like you're a little blue.
Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
you've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh my
Have
God.
I got something on my face?
Not your
In a manner of
face.
speaking.
Hello, Mr.
Sholmes.
I do love what they do with the animations in this game. Because obviously, they don't have many, but I like how they can just speed them up or slow them down, or just like when they choose to do them, it just adds a lot.
It conveys quite a lot, doesn't it?
It's quite. It's interesting because I was talking about this actually with a commenter randomly about how the oh my god, the big cutscene with Kazuma
Yes.
How the game obviously generally doesn't really have any cutscenes like that at all. And like on the one hand, it might be quite nice if they did more cutscenes like that. It'd be quite cool. But then it would diminish the impact that that scene had, because the fact that that was the only one made it quite shocking almost. Because you're like, oh, this is important.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it kind of added a whole lot of impact to that scene. It was interesting. Anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry.
That's okay.
Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application.
I think I quite like it with the blue. To be fair.
Well,
Oh my.
Pray, forgive the discourtesy of my hallowed colored hair. Tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you garnered some new information?
oh, yes, out of the blue, you might. I mean, something very surprising, in fact. Oh, though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest.
Oh, up with the puns again.
It most certainly isn't. But still, we discovered that.
Oh no.
Sholmes!
Yes.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be Gregson shouting like
It's
that.
gotta be.
Oh, no!
Oh.
No.
Sholmes!
Oh, gosh.
Drop everything, Sholmes! This is more important!
All right, then.
Gina?
I'm going to be honest, I would have thought it was Gregson as
Yeah,
well.
same.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
I can't Adam believe it.
Can't believe it.
What does that mean?
She
I
can't
can't believe it.
Can't Adam and Eve,
Oh.
can't believe. You got to think, what does it rhyme with?
What's happened?
Clearly, a very grave matter indeed.
Oh no, somebody's dead, aren't they?
For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever.
I'm wounded.
It,
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No!
Oh.
Sarah, read it.
I can't.
Read it. We've got to continue. We've got to find out.
it's the boss.
What do you mean? Inspector Gregson?
Oh, shit.
The boss sick.
What?
No! No!
No way.
Get out! No!
No!
We were so focused that it'd be Makotaba.
Oh my god.
Well.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
Such devastation.
Yeah, just a bit.
Oof.
The boss, he's dead.
See, that Sarah's not putting that on. That's just
Yeah.
how her voice is at the moment. With that revelation.
What?
I just found his body shot with a pistol.
So you know what I was saying about animations a moment ago? Jesus.
What?
But Inspector Gregson.
He was murdered?
No, not Gregson.
Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story.
You know it's bad when Sholmes is, like, taking it serious.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Okay.
All right, then.
Well, that wasn't on my bingo card for the afternoon.
No.
Oh.
Great.
Straight in. God.
Jesus.
Okay. Inspector's death.
Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... He was really shot.
I don't know much about what's happened myself yet. I'm still there, investigating the scene.
Well,
Where did this take place?
A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street.
The outskirts of town. Nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then.
The thing is, no one else in the yard knows nothing about no case round there. Oh, how strange. The boss was... He was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was going to show him.
I was going to show him I've become a proper detective. Oh, Ginny. I am literally crying. I can't hold this together.
I can vouch for it. There are physical tears.
So, who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is?
I got him already. Already?
They've caught the shooter so soon.
The witness reported something was going on. The boys got straight down there and took care of him.
Oh no, is it going to be Professor Mikitoba?
Oh, God.
Mikotoba, maybe.
Mikitoba.
Who? What awful person did this? Don't say it's Kazuma.
no.
Don't say it's Kazuma. Don't say it.
Or any of them, actually, or even like Eugen.
I still can't
Oh
believe
my
it
goodness.
myself. Neither can I,
The
Gina.
tension.
Gina! Words, woman!
he like grabs her by the shoulders. Gina! Please! Who do we think?
I'm gonna guess Kazuma's gonna have been framed,
You think so?
considering what's just occurred.
I think maybe.
I think it's going to be Eugen.
Do you think?
What, like the judge? The judge, you mean?
No, that's Seishiro. It's going to be
Oh,
him
yes.
or the judge.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Susato's dad.
Makotaba. Do you think?
I have a nasty feeling. This just the coincidence about them coming over,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
as you were saying before, like in the back of the mind, like the list, and we still don't quite know like what that's all about yet.
There's the list. There's this whole thing with the treaty and how delicate that
Yeah.
is, and then
And Gregson was on that list.
Yeah, and it does make you wonder, like, what were they doing
God, what was-
way
yeah.
back? Like, were their intentions always pure? I don't know. Like I say, okay. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's.
Advance the text, damn it!
Gina?
And the
Oh, it's
fact,
got to be Susato's
the
dad,
fact
isn't
that she's
it?
hesitating so much to say.
No.
Oh no.
It was.
Oh,
What?
not what I thought at
what?
all.
It was the Reaper.
What?
Wait a minute! You don't mean they've arrested Lord Van Zieks for it?
What the hell?
What? That's right. That Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss.
Not only was he a racist against the Japanese, but he also hated the Scottish.
No! Lord Van Zieks? We're gonna have to defend him in court.
Yeah.
that is a wild-
Oh God, are we gonna have to go up against Kazuma?
Oh, that's wild.
Oh, Jesus!
Sarah has so many mixed emotions right now.
I don't know how to feel.
I have mixed emotions. Like, are you quite sure, Miss Lestrade? It's Baroque Van Zieks, the police
No, it was the
arrested.
other bloke with the cloak that walks around like a vampire.
No, it was the other Van Zieks, because there's so many of them. Are you sure?
I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard.
Are you sure he wasn't just a consultant?
I don't believe it.
But there were witnesses, and they're all saying it were him.
So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses?
They heard the gunshot, apparently. And when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room.
Oh, that'll definitely
another
make it-
closed door mystery.
That'll
Yeah.
definitely make it seem like he was the one, I guess.
But there's no way Lord Van Zieks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
That was in my head, but thank you.
Certainly not.
Remember, he says stuff out loud.
Yeah.
Thank you for informing us, Miss Lestrade. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry.
What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing.
No, I'm just empathizing.
Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come and all, as soon as you can. You've got to help.
There's some God, seeing Gina like this.
I know, it's
like-
killing me.
It's, like,
It's
ooh.
killing me.
Damn. It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves.
Mr. Sholmes.
Yes. What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming? How could I let this happen to Gregson? To Gregson!
Oh, wow.
Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations.
Of course, yes, we will too.
It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. Until later, then. It's weird trying to do Sholmes without his like
Yeah.
It's really strange.
But yeah, just in this particular instance, it's like, oh no.
He would not be talking in his usual
No.
sing-songy way.
No.
No way.
Inspector Gregson, dead. And Lord Van Zieks arrested.
Bruno, Susie, I've called you a hansom. It's waiting outside.
Oh, that's very kind of you, but hardly an appropriate time to call me handsome.
No, you fool, a cab.
Oh.
Be serious, Bruno.
I've never heard it called a handsome.
Thanks,
It's a
Iris.
hansom cab.
I've still...
Shall we?
Sorry.
Sorry, Taylor.
Shall we, Miss Susan?
He's grumpy.
Yes.
Well, Taylor whispered it.
Oh.
Renosuke whispered it to her.
Oh.
Right, I guess we'd best get the heck on.
Oh. That was a kick in the gonads.
Head?
Yeah. So hang on. So where he was killed, we must investigate it once, but then we should talk to Van Zieks.
So yeah, Van Zieks will be there, and that's the crime scene.
Although, admittedly, this does ask the exclamation. So should we come here first?
Yeah, well.
I suppose Gina told us to come straight over, didn't she? So that picture frame stands out just a tad.
Yeah.
What the hair?
Wait,
The Redheads League, isn't it?
Oh, the Red-Headed League. And then
this really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street.
is there blood on the candle?
So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life.
Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though.
Not hanging off the candelabra.
He's hiding under the wig. It's just going to materialise out of the floorboards with the and then wearing it. I know I shouldn't joke.
No, sorry, God, it's funny. But yes.
Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere.
Oi! What do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers is going to be taken out so you can look underneath and all. I want this space above this ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack too. Blimey, ain't you lot never gonna get got over an house looking for...
Do you want to try that again, Chuck?
Yeah. Blimey, ain't you lot never gone over an house looking for dough when the owners are out of town?
Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt.
Oh, God.
Oh, so you've turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself.
Hello again, Gina.
Sholmes has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. He went prancing around here, pointing at stuff and flicking out of his and then just scarpered.
Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean?
Yeah, he didn't stop to say nothing to no one. Not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too?
Listen, Odo. You're a lawyer, right?
Yes? Why?
Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you?
Oh! Poor Gina. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court.
I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here.
Don't we all?
Thank you, Gina.
Alrighty. Let's talk. Do we want to talk with Gina first, or do we want to get pressing, like investigating, looking?
I guess let's get looking.
Alrighty. Okay, we can't. But we can look at the fireplace? Okay.
An empty fireplace makes a room feel even colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it?
It's thick with dust, look. I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time.
In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather.
Or nobody lived here at all, as Bailey visited when the occasion arose. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely.
No, that's right. It's one or the other.
Alrighty. I'm really perplexed about the picture frame things there, but okay. Not relevant, I guess.
Oh, it's a photograph stand.
I mean, we pretty clearly clicked on the lamp, but all right.
I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members.
Oh, what's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head.
They are! Look, Mr. Naruto, quickly!
Gina. Gina? Oh, no.
Oh! Oh, that's Mrs. Vigil.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow?
Of course she's familiar! We met her only this morning!
Ah! No. Mrs. Vigil!
This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here?
To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more
Is
stumped.
this where Mr. Vigil's been hiding out? To keep up the ruse of him being employed? Why is Gregson there?
Don't know.
Oh, unless... Oh, I wonder if Mr. Vigil joined the Redheaded League.
Maybe.
That would explain how he's been able to provide Mrs. Vigil with the lifestyle to which he's been accustomed.
Yeah.
Although, he doesn't have red hair, so that could be the wig.
That'll be
Yeah.
the
honestly.
wig. Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it. I have no idea either.
And now he's conveniently disappeared. How's Van Zieks?
Let's investigate some more and see if it paints any more pictures for us.
This looks like some sort of notice board or something.
And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper.
Mr. Naruto, look!
This you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it?
And these are case notes here. And details of prison inmates.
Yes. In fact, they're all the sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room?
Some old newspaper cuttings. And this one here!
Oh, yes, the advertisement, you mean? To the Red-Headed League. But why? What's that doing here?
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
We'll talk to the policeman in a minute. Door.
Door.
No. No. I
Nothing particular of note.
I didn't mean to click on it. The candelabra.
The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off.
Blown off?
Yes, there's wax splattered on the wall behind, look!
I mean, that looks like just the wallpaper, but okay.
I suppose if a bullet had hit it.
It does seem likely that the bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body.
Now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me.
Candelabrum, sorry.
Brum.
Okay then. Now let's presume there's nothing in. Oh.
Oh,
What? Oh, is that part of the window?
guess so.
Somebody's very haphazardly nailed those boards over the broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't even really call it a window anymore.
Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room that was totally blocked up with bricks.
Oh, what? To try and avoid the window
yeah.
tax? Jesus.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one does at least still let some light in, so you could...
Wasn't me.
You could say nothing more about it. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now.
Yep, it was part of the window. And then I guess this is all going to be the inspector. So let's have a look at the wig.
Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing.
Oh! Funnily enough, neither can I. It's... Oh, sorry.
It's a hairpiece, isn't it?
It is! It is! A bright red hairpiece!
And I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found, or was Gregson wearing it to disguise himself,
Well, maybe.
means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it?
And it's such a flame-colored red, too.
Is he trying to infiltrate the Red-Headed
Could have
League?
been.
I mean, again, this is entirely conjecture because we don't have enough information yet. We don't know if it's him, someone else, like the other guy.
Yes, that's a colour we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly. This is a vital clue. I'm sure of it.
Okay. The tape.
So I suppose this is where the victim...
That's right. Rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away.
And would probably be under Dr. Scythe's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week.
From the shape of the rope,
On his side.
it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. Are you feeling all right, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Well, presumably. It's a bit close to home, this one, isn't it?
I know it's just a rope, but... well... conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality.
Susato-san is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am.
Alrighty. The obvious gun we'll get to next.
Oh? What's this?
Oh, it's the blue badger.
Oh no.
It's the...
It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way.
Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson?
It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van Zieks playing with something like this.
It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case.
Yes, I agree. It is rather delightful, after all, in a way.
If we examine it, do we see blood or something on it?
I'm going to get to examining stuff in just a moment. We'll investigate the room, then we'll investigate our evidence.
This is presumably the murder weapon, then.
Because I want to have a look at like the ticket that we got from from Barricading or whatever.
Oh my! Is it real, I suppose?
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan. I really know very little about them.
There's one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot!
Jesus!
Susato!
Not in a room full of policemen.
No! If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court.
Oops.
Slightly safer to just ask someone who might know, I think. Uncharacteristically impertinent of Susato.
All right. So that's them. So now we'll talk to the guys.
Excuse me.
You're looking down on us from the right beyond, Inspector. Is that right? We'll look after things at the yard.
I've interrupted some deep thoughts there.
Is that Mr. Sholmes again?
I probably should have said it slightly more forlorn. Forlorn.
Excuse me.
Sorry, sir. I can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir.
Right. Perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then. Excuse me.
Oh, Inspector. Oh, sir.
Poor man. He can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset.
Oh, sir. Right, well, I guess that's that then. Unexpectedly.
I guess it's time to talk to Gina, I guess.
Well, I'm going to look at the evidence first, but then we shall talk to Gina. Let's have a little look, see what we got. So, letter introduction, dismiss. Right, so the dismissal note was the first thing we got.
Chief Warder Daily Vigil is relieved of his post with immediate effect for having violated Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code of Conduct for Prisons. All rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are fully revoked. Wow.
Wowzers.
Aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict just prior to his execution. Whoa. Details of escape are still being investigated. Full cooperation with inquiries will be expected. Additional notes. Indications are that the jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration. Wow. It's believed that the convict engaged in some form of negotiation with prison staff in order to secure assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding these negotiations will be demanded.
Wowzers.
Oof.
Yeah, wow.
That's a pretty good reason to get fired, I guess.
Okay, so then there's just this. No
Enhance.
Candelabrum. Okay, something we can actually look at properly. And is there literally it's just going to be that then?
Guess so.
Ah! There are some black marks here, look.
Yes, they look like some sort of scorch marks.
You know what you can say is after the sparks of marital discord flew, this house was the scene of a fire.
This candelabrum was the scene of a small flame.
So perhaps the bullet struck the candle here, do you think? It's only this one candle that's been cracked in half, it seems.
Yes, I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan, so I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them.
Seems weird that they obviously haven't burnt that one.
Yeah, it is weird that one unburnt candle, unless it the wax melted into that shape as the bullet went through it, but it does look like a full-on candle that just got...
Yeah, it looks like they were only lighting these two, and that this one might have been up here, and then obviously got shot off. It feels like they should be longer. But
where's the rest of the candle?
Good
That's
question.
The thing.
Good question. Okay, a wig. We not use the skin print. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Always wondered what the underside of a hairpiece looks like.
Oh, for God's sake.
It doesn't surprise me at all, Mr. Naruhodo. You always want to see what lies beneath, don't you?
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
My dear fellow.
That's a little presumptuous, Susato.
I'm now thinking. Now making me think of a joke.
I'm not sure that's quite how I'd put it. You must have to use lots of bird lime to keep it in place on your head.
Bird lime?
Bird lime.
What the hell is bird lime?
I guess some kind of glue? I don't know.
So it doesn't get blown off in a gust of wind, I mean.
That might be a little convenient when you want to take it off again, don't you think?
I guess it must be an adhesive.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not bird poop.
Well.
I'm just waiting for someone to come in and say, actually, Taylor, I think you'll find that's exactly what it is.
Well.
Okay.
Got a very big nose.
The helmet of this charming policeman appears to be a little worse for wear.
I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head part looks like it's been fairly
Taylor,
heavily manhandled.
Taylor, this is a serious situation. Our boy Gregson's died. I know, they handed it to you on a silver plate, didn't they? It'd be rude if you didn't take the opportunity.
The head part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if somebody hasn't...
Oh, for God's sake. They really are just serving it up, aren't they?
I mean, I wouldn't advise twisting it. That might be a little painful.
Twist it gently, I suppose.
Almost as if somebody has enjoyed twisting it around for fun.
Oh, is it a container?
Oh, you know what? Actually, yes. To bring everyone out of the gutter, Sarah. That's a good shout. Like, is it like a, yeah, as you say, like a box or something of some kind?
Mr. Naruhodo, now is not the time or the place.
There's all these policemen in here.
Shall we try twisting it around and around too, for fun?
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Ah! What's that?
It appears to be some sort of key.
Key?
But it's tiny though. It couldn't be a key for a door, not at that size.
A drawer, perhaps?
Yeah,
Bruno,
yeah.
come on.
So what is it for, I wonder?
A key-like shaft to pop out from the base. Oh my.
Yeah, that's definitely a drawer key.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Or is it a gun?
Or is it a gun?
Yeah.
This looks like some sort of key.
Yes, it does. Very tiny and simple key.
What's a little key doing inside a figurine of a policeman in the first place? What's it for?
Ooh. All right. Revolver.
So I got that spirit in Smash Brothers Ultimate the other day, and I've never played the game, but based off of your impression of it, I was just saying that randomly.
I presume you're referring to Revolver Ocelot from the Metal Gear Solid franchise, just to be clear.
Correct.
Right, just for anybody who doesn't know what the hell we're talking about.
Oh, I forgot Snake was in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot they put him in.
Weird, isn't it?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose there was the GameCube game,
Yeah.
the Twin Snakes.
I suppose this must have been the murder weapon.
Oh my! It is real, I suppose.
I think so. Guns are so rare. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Puts,
we've already
he, like,
said
he
this.
like puts it against his head and goes, Persona!
Oh,
And
for
then-
God's sake.
Oh. Pete!
I'm sorry.
Bad.
Well, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Bad.
Naughty.
Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them. Perhaps someone more familiar with firearms could shed light on things here.
Oh, good. She wasn't going to say to fire the gun off again.
I'm sorry for my bad joke.
You should be.
I
No,
know
Maya would just pistol whip Nick instead.
All right, then. So, presumably we show it to Gina and
Can
not...
we click on the drawers now?
I'm about to try, yeah. I
Oh.
just wanted to see if... Yeah, we don't show it to them. Drawers.
No, we might have to show it to Gina and then she'll probably go and open the
yes,
drawers.
she'll elaborate. Converse. Gregson.
Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place?
Good question.
That's what I want to know. It's what, half a year since I got out the clink? That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead.
Oh, yes. Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he?
Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard.
Goodness, really?
Aye, the only Scottishman at the Scottish...
Oh.
No, I'm sorry.
They say he managed to solve some really tricky case. Just like that.
He did?
Don't say it too close to Sholmes, though.
Yep. And ever since then, he started going out on all sorts of investigations. but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows half of what cases he's working on, apparently.
Working on our...
Working on our, apparently.
No worries.
That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this?
Spy.
Well, you know, it's funny because, like, yeah, you're saying that. It's making me wonder, like, if he just went out and just solved a crime, really, you know, suddenly, like, solved this big thing, and then he gets promoted to being, like, this legendary, you know, investigator, and then continues to go out doing all sorts of, like, things on his own without everyone knowing. That does sound kind of sus, don't you think? That sounds like, so, like, almost, like we were reading about in the court record here, about, like, somebody arranged... this this guy getting out and whatnot. Like, is it possible that, and maybe not specifically this, but like, is it possible that Gregson is doing some sort of has been doing some unscrupulous stuff on the side, and that now he's paid for it or something? I don't know. It's speculation.
It does make me wonder if like Kazuma's dad's actually like been set up. I don't know.
I don't know.
His father, Genshin Impact?
Yes. And I do wonder with this list, it's magic, but why is what did A Shin do to be on the list? Because I'm just wondering if they're all like, if they're on this list because they're connected to the professor somehow. Because obviously Kazuma's his son.
A Shin was what's her name, wasn't it?
A Shin was
Hello there.
Giselle.
Giselle Brett, that's the one.
But I don't know how she fits. And there's obviously Iris's dad. But obviously, I mean, Makotoba worked with, I presume he worked with him or he knew him. Because he invited him over to Japan.
Actually, interestingly enough, Professor Makotoba does actually have a connection with every single one of those people.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Okay, the plot
So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this?
I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. And look where that landed him.
Respect for the Reaper? In what way?
I heard him say as much. I'll take my hat off to that fella, or his words.
Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper.
Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke.
I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard.
He said something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people what are bad. Did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that.
Right. What is this place then? Does anyone live here?
Apparently it's being rented by some cove called Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone?
What's the pun?
Hugh Boone.
No, it won't be. So, which means he'll be from a Sherlock Holmes novel.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes. I remember. I have another property right off the alleyway, you see. Back there with the rats. Very cheap rent, truly. Rented it to a nice fella by the name of Hugh.
Taylor, is that your version of Mr. Gary Deb there, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It was pretty good.
It was good.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow name. What on earth does that mean, Ryunosuke?
An alias. It could be like you going into you go to a hotel and give the name John Smith or something. A really mundane name that's like, oh, yeah. And it's like really made up and you can't possibly think, because Smith's a really common surname, so it's like, right, they're going to have to go through hundreds of Smiths to try and find. And
No, if I wanted to go to a place and then be invisible, I would go and give my name as John Cena!
Yeah.
John Final Fantasy.
I guess so. Yeah.
John
If you like scream it like that, though, you're not really being very incognito.
No.
It's a sort of...
Sorry, you said it before. You can say it again if you'd like to.
No, it's okay.
I suppose it, yeah. Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him.
I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been been lived in for a long time, if ever.
That was a very strange pronunciation.
Yes, I'm just a humble barista.
Ah, you.
Right?
Got him.
Yep, you got me.
Right? All the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation. But there's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves.
It's like the inside of my brain.
I do wonder.
Yes, Mr. Zato?
Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
What? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his.
That would explain
Ah,
why
the Professor Layton approach.
that would explain why there's the board, I suppose, with things that only police officers would tend to be able to get hold of.
I'd never even considered that.
Why is the picture of Mrs. Vigil there?
Now, see, that's a good question, isn't it?
It was having a wee affair.
Well,
She was very pretty, all right.
We met. She was a juror, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I wouldn't mind having a piece of you later."
Oh my goodness.
She put the vinegar and salt on my chips. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves.
You are?
If you look around the room, you'll see. There's a few things that hint at it.
We should really investigate.
Already beat you to it,
Play some
Rito.
detail.
See, it's funny when she says there's a few things that hint at it. I feel like the only thing to me is that board.
I see that's where the poor inspector was found over there.
Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall.
Oh, yes. It's blown one of the candles apart completely.
And the gun used is there on the floor. It's the Reaper's, innit? No denying that.
Yes, it's even got a
What?
scythe emblem on
Really?
it. No, I'm kidding.
How do you know that?
Take it easy! I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes.
Hey, God blimey.
I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself.
Oh no, I guess that's where we're very similar.
But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him?
A bigwig lawman, is it?
Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under the... there. God's sake. Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There was some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot.
Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside.
Oh yeah, well they've all been taken down to the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling.
Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves?
Oh, I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping around for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all.
So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame.
Well. Right, let's
Let's show her
show
the
her
key.
some bits. So,
My goodness.
the picture frame.
Gina, what do you make of this? Is not going to say anything.
No.
What is that? Evidence? Worked something out what happened, have you?
Oh, no, not exactly.
I ain't been long enough in the job to get all this deducting business yet. But I swear I'm going to get the person what did this to the boss.
Alrighty.
That'll be the key, I
Yeah,
imagine.
I will get to it. The hair? Nope. The candle. Oh my god, Gina. Alright, just the key then. I'll stop. I know.
Pete, in true fashion, must do every other thing.
I think that one was just for posterity.
That was just for you, Taylor. Oh, wow, not even the key.
Oh,
Really?
Nope. Okay.
All right, then. she
I guess
recognize-
maybe we need to re-examine the room?
Does she know anything about Mr. Vigil?
Mr. Vigil.
Unless we have to go see Van Zieks and come back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, presumably.
Dismissal notice. Nope.
Unless it's one of the lawmen here can tell us about the gun. But that's the only other
They're
thing
just
I can think
like
of.
I say when you click.
They were all sad before, but maybe they... No, I suppose
They've got
nothing's
the
changed.
check mark on them, so I'm presuming that we don't have to talk to them.
I guess maybe.
Let's go see what Van Zieks has to say then.
What is happening?
Prison. Oh. Finally, my very own dungeon.
I like that he's still in his uniform and everything. They've not sort of stripped him of his attire.
Whoa.
No, into like some prison garb.
Yeah.
Prisoner garb. I mean, no one's been in prisoner garb, I guess. But
Yeah.
There he is, Lord Van Zieks behind bars.
like we don't know that he isn't hiding a lockpick in his clothes somewhere. He could be,
Yeah.
or a gun, perhaps.
So it's true. He really was arrested.
No, I'm just sitting in here for fun.
I like to come down here and ponder.
There they are. Those frustrating Japanese.
No doubt he's going to want to defend me.
Perish the thought. I'd rather die. Again.
Oh, okay, well, bye then.
He'd rather perish himself. He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure.
Lord Van Zieks!
God. What are you doing here?
Fancy meeting you here.
I bought my organist.
The last place on Earth I'd like to be. With the last person on Earth I'd like to see.
Oh, well, you won't mind defending yourself then in court.
That's also what Pete says whenever I show up to see them.
Ha 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 ha! I just thought you'd like to hear some of my poetry.
I couldn't very well not come.
Yes.
We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was...
Go home. This has nothing to do with you.
But...
Forgive me, Lord Van Zieks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with your investigations. Please!
There's really nothing I can tell you.
What were you just reading at the back of the cell there?
The newspaper.
Was it something related to the case?
This? The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh. Who might that be?
Someone you know, as it happens.
Oh.
Albert Hairbrain.
Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university.
And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know?
Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zieks never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow.
My stare doesn't, though.
Smolder.
Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zieks? What happened?
How much do you already know?
I know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
And that you were found by the and that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested.
We were told that there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot.
Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add.
What?
The truth is, I don't know what happened myself.
But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you?
I am not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened.
If I might ask, what were you doing in the place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that.
Oh?
After all, you're not representing me.
He is going to need a lawyer, though. Oh God, no. No.
The thing is, though, is if we do represent him, then it will suggest that he was innocent. It's not been very often that we've... Although, then again, we have represented guilty people, I
McGill
guess.
did.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you forget me?
Yes, I did. I
The
forgot.
very first case, in fact. Who is going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zieks?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine.
Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet?
Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
But this is different.
In my career, all of the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted.
And 18 of them have been with you.
Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not!
I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you?
No comment.
I am so
Susato, can you
very
please get a
thirsty.
barge pole? I'm going to go hit him with it.
I am so very thirsty. It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that? After the trial, Professor Hairbrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean?
Doesn't he follow people abroad?
Oh no.
I don't know, sir. Why would you say that?
I'm only saying it because unfortunately we're out of time and we're going to have to find out in the next episode.
Oh no!
I know!
We're gonna have to be thinking about it for a whole week.
We are, unfortunately. But we've got a lot to process after this.
We do. We do.
So, if you want to continue with us on this journey, then please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday.
Here.
And until next time, we'll see you in the next one.
Count you in the next one, everybody.
And remember, sometimes you never know when the people that you care about most will be taken away, so express your appreciation for them now. I appreciate you, Sarah.
I appreciate you too, Taylor.
Call your mother.
And Pete, I also have some appreciation. No.